Hey guys, this is the Type 89 Folding Stock Edition and let's get right into it. So by Tokyo Marui here, we have a very nice textured box and we have an official G8 logo and we can see that is a gas blowback system. So let's go ahead and open this top. You'll see here, the Type 89. I already low-key opened it, so there isn't some of the specific packaging, but this is what you're gonna be getting. So we have the hontai, or the actual toy itself. We have a bipod, and we have a 20-round magazine. So let's go ahead and take this out. Damn, son, this thing has a lot of weight. It's about 3.5 kilograms, and it's full metal. So that whole theory about Japanese airsoft guns being plastic is false. So this thing is a pretty long boy because it's at 16.5 inches. It's actually very maneuverable. It's very light. So this is actually the Paratrooper version because of the folding stock and the 20-round magazine, so it's a little bit lighter and easier to transport. So let's get right into it and go tip to butt.
Welcome to the Type 89, the official rifle of the Japanese Defense Force. It has a proprietary muzzle device, detachable bipod, as well as a nice aluminum handguard. The magazine is 20 rounds, as this is the Paratrooper version, nice and short, with a unique fire select and pistol grip. Moving past that, we have a foldable stock, which reminds me of the FNC and comes with 2 sling points. On the other side, we have a lever type fire select and a very small mag release button. Here are the iron sights, where it's very easy to look through to see that signature crown. Of course, they are adjustable for elevation and windage.
So just holding this gun right now, it does feel pretty balanced aside from this bipod, which adds a lot of front weight. So I'm gonna be taking that off, but the stock is really nice, the receiver is really light, the magazine isn't too heavy, and it just overall feels very good. We have a reciprocating bolt, which is really cool. So that'll look really cool in the videos, and then it could be brought down just like that. So I will say the trigger is very different than it is to an M4. It's very mushy and quite heavy. So I don't know if I'm a fan of the trigger, but you know, we try to get airsoft guns that have different character to them. So this is gonna be great just to, you know, have something else to use, even if it's indoor, because it's kind of cold now. But anyway, the reload is quite particular. It's not quite the same as an M4 because of this trigger guard and the shallow mag well. So it's a little bit different. And yes, of course, it could take regular M4 magazines for that nice complete FNC kind of look here. So it's really cool. The fire select is quite different as well. In order to put this thing on safe with the hammer down, you have to basically hold back the bolt and then go into safe. So now it's in safe. Or if you have the hammer cocked, you can basically move to Anzen Jotai to safe pretty easily. But going to semi, you have to go all the way around. I don't know why they did that. I guess the instinct in the Japanese self-defense force is to use full auto. So it's easy to go to full auto, then 3-round burst, and then to semi-auto. Unless it's a big intentional training regimen to go all the way around. You guys, you know how it is. Let's do a reload test. So it's just the same as an M4. So that's easy. Obviously, if we're out of ammo, drop that mag, put it in. You could send it forward, or I think what I'll do for the videos is gonna be racking it like that. So that'll be cool. So I feel like a lot of the controls on here are very deliberate. So even just switching to semi, which is the normal thing, is quite intentional. Even trying to rack the bolt and send it forward, I have to really press down. And the reload is not as smooth because it's like I'm intentionally putting in a magazine. So maybe that's the reason, or maybe it's just 1989, they didn't know any better. So we have our iPro on and we're gonna shoot an empty magazine just to see. That's really loud. Yeah, nice recoil though. Let's see with the 20 round. Ooh, that's actually pretty good recoil. See how he does it in burst? Wow, full auto is really nice. 3-round burst. That's cool. And then we have semi-auto. Yeah, very heavy, mushy trigger. But that's just the characteristic of this airsoft toy, so. Okay, so let's take down this rifle. It is quite difficult compared to an M4 or even an AKM. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with the bipod here. Take this little switch out and you clamp it out and you can take out the bipod. So you take out the magazine from there. There's a pin at the front, which is captured, so you can take apart the handguard by pushing it forward because it does have like an inset. And the hop unit is also here too. So if you wanted to adjust the hop, you actually have to turn this little dial here. For the stock, push down this button and you can take it apart like this. Send the bolt forward, upper receiver, press this button and you'll be able to take it apart like this. Push out this pin and you have your upper receiver. Now this part, getting the bolt out is kind of annoying. There's a little stopper at the bottom here. You press down on this stopper and then you'll be able to take out the bolt system. So you have your recoil spring, you have your spring guide, and then to take out the bolt, you have to take off the dust cover, send the bolt back, and then you can take out the actual knob. And then you can take apart the bolt system, which is very, very similar to an AK. So that's how you take apart the Type 89. It's a lot harder than an M4, but it's doable. So let's put this thing back together and go from there. All right, guys, so we got a little range set up there as usual, and we have a 20 round magazine. We're gonna fill this up. That's it, literally only 20. Got some iPro. Toy is safe, empty. And there's our target, maybe like 5 meter range. That's all I got. I don't have a big house. Ooh, are you guys ready? Let's start with not full auto. We're gonna go semi. Here we go. So you see the grouping. So the first one was kind of off, but after that, it started to sort itself out. Okay, so the same magazine. Let's try again, semi. Okay, so it seems the hop has kind of sorted itself out. So once I started shooting more in semi, it ended up in this area here. So that gives us a pretty good indicator that this thing is okay. Keep in mind that it is running on duster gas, which is the only gas available and allowed and it's built for. So that's also affecting how fast it cools down and the power and everything. Let's try the 3 round burst, yeah? For Hibana. Wow, the groupings are consistent. All right, 30 round magazine. Let's go full auto. Are you ready? All right, guys, for Hibana. And as you can see, the groupings are really, really consistent. It's all in this big area here and it's not flying around. Okay, guys, slightly different chrono today. We got 0.2 gram BBs and we're gonna test it right here. And I'll show you each number as I go. 77. 73. 73. 73. It's quite weak. RPM is, nah, that can't be right, 6. It's probably like 15. So what are my thoughts on the Type 89? It's definitely a historic piece. It's definitely not the most ergonomic compared to an M4 or even an AK. The takedown is pretty difficult as well. You know, it's quite long, so it's not that viable in most situations because of the tight spaces in Japan. But it is damn cool. Hibana is my favorite character from Rainbow Six Siege, and I just wanted to complete the collection of all the gas blowback, Tokyo Marui stuff, and I live in Japan, and I don't have a Type 89. That's kind of unbelievable. So it's gonna be fun trying to learn these new ergonomics, especially with the safety manipulation. And I'm gonna enjoy using this indoors and outdoors, if I can still, and I look forward to giving you guys gameplay. So that's all I got for today, guys. What do you think about the Type 89? And we'll see you guys next time.